events promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or
State, there we go. And a very good evening to you as we get set for this one this evening. As the weather has played had some fun tonight before we get this one underway. Obviously, we are starting later than the norm because of a weather delay. And so we had some pretty good some showers about an hour ago. We also had some high winds that blew through the area that now that's all dissipated. It's fairly calm. Sun is out, so we're about ready to get this one underway between the number 5 team in the country, that would be Midwestern, as the Mustangs in a non-conference road game come up to take on West Texas A&M University here at the pitch on the campus of West Texas A&M University in Canyon, Texas. And the Buffs, of course, ranked number 18 in the country, getting set for this one tonight. The Mustangs come in with a record of 5-0 and ranked 5th in the country. They've been averaging about 2.6 goals per match and 13.4 shots per match. And so really they have been able to find some offensive strengths this season. And when we go through the starting lineup here momentarily, we'll kind of go through the very much an international flavor for Midwestern State. For the Buffaloes, they come in ranked number 18. They fell 4 spots. They were number 14 after suffering their first loss of the season. They tied their first 2 against St. Mary's here at the pitch, 1-1. That was on August 25th. Then they went on the road. It's been a long road trip for the Buffs as Western Washington tied them 0-0. Then it was at Seattle Pacific with a 3-2 win, at Chaminade a 4-0 win, and then at Northwest Nazarene, that's where they lost 1-0. In that one, the Buffs really had some offensive spurts in that one, but just really couldn't get things going offensively the way they wanted to in that match with Northwest Nazarene. So the Buffs come in with a record of 2-1-2, and again, Midwestern comes in with a record of 5-0, number 5 team in the country. The Buffs, of course, number 18 team in the country. And again, the Lone Star Conference looking good as far as the rankings are concerned, and we'll kind of run through that a little bit later on as well. We want to go ahead and run through our starting lineups for tonight. So first for Midwestern State. Again, we said they've got an international flair. So starting in goal tonight, Adam Brayman. He's a 6'2", 180-pound sophomore from Mercer Island, Washington. The defenders are Darrell Walsh, a 6', 180-pound senior from Waterford, Ireland, and Adam Robinson, a 5'7", 170-pound fifth-year senior from Manchester, England. Also defensively in tonight's matchup for Midwestern State is Colby Parton, a 5'9" senior from Euless, and Tristan Adams, a 6'6", 180-pound junior from San Diego, California. Guys up front for Midwestern State will be Rory Doyle, midfielder, 5'11", 161-pound sophomore from Cork Island. Jack Larkin, 5'10", 165-pound senior from Waterford, Ireland. Also, Brandon Martinez-Treyes, he is a 6', 160-pound fifth-year player. Also starting tonight, Toi Yakamoto. He is a 5'6", 133-pound fifth-year senior from Kobe, Japan. And then the guy that kind of guides the ship here for Midwestern, Mere Escobar, a 5'9", 151-pound junior from Austin, Texas. And then one of the other forwards up front is Shumalamana Ba. He's a 6', 175-pound junior from Bowie, Maryland. For West Texas A&M, their starting lineup tonight in goal, Alfonso Aragon, a 6'1" graduate student from Useca, Spain, also from UT Permian Basin. Defensively, Tanner Clements, 6' senior from Mansfield, Texas. He'll be joined by Yotam Babel, a 6'2" senior from Haifa, Israel. Also playing defense tonight, Brian Martinez, a 6' junior from Houston, Texas. Also in the defensive lineup tonight, Anthony Pereira, a 5'9" junior from Frisco and Southern Methodist University, and Ricardo Castillo, a 5'11" sophomore from Houston, Texas. The guys up front trying to get things going. Of course, one of those is Giancarlo or John Saldana, He is a 5'10 senior from Fort Worth, Texas, and again, he's kind of been coming on of late for the Buffaloes. Also, Kenny Brown, a 6-foot senior from Liverpool, England. Joining them too, Payne McIver, good speed, 5'9 senior from Round Rock, Texas, and from North Carolina, Greensboro. And Chris Palomino, a 5'9 sophomore from Houston, Texas. And Sam Scarth, also a midfielder, 5'11 junior from Liverpool, England. And that's going to be the starters for this one tonight. For the Buffaloes, they'll be in their home white uniforms with white tops in this one, while Midwestern will be in their road maroon pants and tops with very bright yellow socks in this one tonight. And the last 2 times these guys have played last year in 22. So the first meeting of the year, and again, non-conference. But the last 2 times they have met, WT has gotten the better of MSU, winning 4-3 on the road down in Wichita Falls last year, and then coming home and taking a 3-2 win here at the pitch. So again, the series lead favors Midwestern State as they lead this series 31 wins, 22 losses, and 4 ties. And so, again, should be a well-balanced game. And Butch Lawler, the head coach in his 32nd year, he likes to schedule tough in the non-conference. And so that's exactly what this one will be, because this will be a tough matchup for a non-conference game. In fact, not only has WT played St. Mary's in their first match, who was picked 3rd in the conference, but now Midwestern State, who was picked 1st in the conference. And, of course, WT in preseason was picked to finish 2nd in the conference. And so, again, good competition, not mentioning the trip out to the Northwest as well, but just good competition as they have kind of had this one marked on the calendar for a little bit. WT comes into this one. They've shuffled the lineup just a little bit tonight, giving Bobo a chance to start. And so in doing so, they're still tweaking the lineup just a little bit, trying to find that perfect match as they get ready for conference play. Of course, the Buffs won't kick off the conference until October 1st. That'll be a home match against Lubbock Christian. They've got 2 more matches before that against Lubbock Christian. That'll be on Saturday. Then they come back a week from Saturday home against Oklahoma Christian before that October 1st start to the conference campaign. And so that one is coming up in a couple of weeks. And so that's kind of where the Buffs are pointing to in their non-conference schedule, trying to make sure they get some good matchups, which they've had, and then a good opportunity to get several guys in to play, get them some game experience as well. Both teams are huddled up around their respective coaches as we are about to get this one underway. We look over, the flag is limp, and again, the wind was just ferocious about 45 minutes ago. But right now, the wind has died down to really nothing. And so that's good and unusual, to be honest, for West Texas this time of year. But we'll take it. Both these teams are comfortable with the wind. They both practice in the wind, so very familiar with the breezes that blow around the area. Both teams getting their final comments in, and so as the officials kind of get everything marked and set to get this one underway, they're making their way out. Again, game time will be about 71 degrees, but winds will be light right now, so that will make things interesting in this one today, especially if this front that's been kind of swirling kind of makes its way back, or there is some disturbance off to the west a little bit, see if it will make its way in here before we finish this match again today. Again, the Buffs come in with a record of 2-1-2, while Midwestern comes in with a 5-0 mark, number 5 team in the country. We want to take a timeout. We'll be back after this on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
Well, this will be the 58th meeting between Midwestern State and WT, and again, Midwestern holds the advantage in this series. So these teams know each other fairly well, and they know coming in with Midwestern ranked number 5 in the country, WT ranked number 18, that they both have good squads, and they are projected, as they were earlier, to be the top tier of the Lone Star Conference. WT will be going from left to right, while Midwestern will be going from right to left as we get set for face-off here at midfield, get this one underway. Some other action going on around the Lone Star Conference today. UT Tyler and St. Mary's also involved in a match in Tyler today. Angelo State in women's volleyball and Western New Mexico playing. Also women's volleyball. It's a 1-1 match tied up between Kingsville and AM International. Midwestern in women's soccer beat Eastern New Mexico 2-0. And also Angelo State and Texas A&M International in women's soccer getting ready to get underway as well. We're set to get this one underway as a Midwestern waits for the officials to make sure everything is set and ready to go. Before they do that, there is a problem down in the net for Midwestern, so they're attending to that, and so they'll get that taken care of here momentarily. Mustangs, of course, enter this contest with a perfect 5-0 record, as we talked about. They sit atop the Lone Star Conference. UT Tyler is next at 4-0, Oklahoma Christian 5-0-1, and then UT Permian Basin 1-0-1, St. Mary's 1-0-2, and then WT 2-0-2, or actually 2-1-2 right now for WT. And so they got the net fixed. We're ready to get this one underway. It will be advantage to Midwestern State as they get set to put this one in play. Officials are ready. And head referee has started the clock, and we are underway. Midwestern has it. And they'll get it across midfield. That's going to be headed back by WT. Now Midwestern kicks away up ahead toward the goal, and coming up with that was Alfonso Aragon, who has it and gets it out on the near side. WT will set up again. Midwestern very aggressive defensively as they want to put pressure on you. And WT will see how they react as they get this one up in the middle, up ahead, but cannot feed it up ahead to Payne McIver. So that one's going to be kicked out of bounds on the far side. And so it will be WT who will get the throw in. Again, humidity picking up here because of the rain, so it's going to be kind of sweltery here, even though the temperature is not that high. And so that is something both teams will contend with as this match goes on. Right, sheets happy to be coming your way on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network as Midwestern has it across the midline. Now WT will steal it back the other way. Lob over to the near side. Kenny Brown will lead it up ahead. Trying to get it to John Saldana. But that's going to be taken away by Midwestern. Mustangs get it back to their goalie. He'll send it up on the near side. Midwestern will control it, and there's a tackle. And so that's going to go against WT. And in particular, Saldana will pick up that foul. Midwestern has it, takes it over to the far side. Again, Midwestern going from right to left in the maroon tops and pants. Which Lawfer off the chair real quick in his 32nd year here at WT, and he's extolling his defense. Midwestern controls it on the far side of the field. Back to Adam Brayman. Brayman will send it up ahead, but that's going to be headed back by WT. Midwestern trying to get it across. Controlling it, Brandon Martinez-Treyes. Treyes gets it over on the right side. That's hit toward the goal, but coming away with it is Aragon, who waits to get it out. Now he'll roll it over. WT will attack on the far side with Brian Martinez. Again, they moved him back to kind of spark the defense a little bit more speed, according to Butch Lawfer. There's a trip and call. And that's going to go against Brandon Martinez-Treyes. WT controls it. Again, trying to keep it up in their end of the field, but so far here in the early going, it's been controlled by Midwestern State. Brown with a header to keep it inbounds. Now they're feeding it up ahead to Giancarlo. Midwestern holds it. And tried to feed it over on the near side to Adam Robinson, but that was kicked wide and out of bounds. So a free throw in for the Buffs as they get it in. And WT running it down was Yotam Balbel. So here's the throw in for the Buffs in the midfield. Midwestern controls it. Back in the corner, Adam Robinson, as this one's going to be taken away in midfield by the Buffs. Now attacking for Giancarlo with the left foot, takes it in the middle, crosses over in the box, puts a shot on goal, and that is incredible. As I'll make sure that's a goal. It may have went to the side. I think the fans reacted like I did, that went in, but it actually hit the side of the net. It was a good effort. Here's a header back for WT. So no score in that one yet, as of yet. Again, Giancarlo attacks. Gets it off the left side, and he's tried to. The goalie comes up. Brandon makes a nice save as WT attacking nicely with Saldana. So he's kind of feeling it a little bit here early in this one. Attacking the other way. Midwestern gets it down in the corner. They bring that out. Treyes has it, gets it across. Here's a shot on goal, but a nice grab by Aragon. Alfonso will bring it out and kind of set the offense here for WT. Buffs have it on the far side. Send it up at the middle. Giancarlo crosses over on the near side to Brown. Kenny Brown now will attack. Goes in the middle, but that's going to be taken away. Slide, steal. WT has it back the other way, leaves it up on the right side. Now attacking for WT, Tanner Clements. That one's stolen back by Midwestern. And coming up to pull this one out is Alfonso Aragon. He'll roll it over to the far side of the field. Attacking for WT, Richard Castillo. Richard will bring it to the near side. Balboa will have it. Lob it up toward the middle. Over on the right side with it once again is Payne McIver. McKeever will attack and then kick it back over right at midline. Castillo over on the left side, trying to feed it up ahead. Midwestern comes away with the theft. OWT has it in the box, I should say, but credit one of the defensemen who comes up and knocks that one out. And so that's going to be a throw in for WT over on the far sideline. 7.5 minutes into this one, and man, we have a takedown. Payne McKeever was involved. And the one over on the far sideline was Trishan Adams that got tangled up. Midwestern has it back by goal. Now we'll kick it out. Adams will kick it up across midfield out on the right side. WT will run this one down. Sit over toward Aragon. Aragon will bring it out. Over on the near side now for Tanner Clements. Taken away by Midwestern. Balboa will kick it up on to the left side. Clements keeps it alive down in the corner. And that's going to be kicked out of bounds by Midwestern. So WT will get a throw in. Clements will do the honors on the near side, down toward the corner kick area. Midwestern is pressing, so they'll bring everybody up. Brown has it, gets it up into the middle. Keever is it off to the right side to Saldana, leading up ahead to Brown. Brown on the attack. Brown goes on the right side, tries to come back to the middle. Looks to center it, and it had a shot, but it just wouldn't fall through for WT. Trying to feed up ahead to Giancarlo. WT still controls it. Back out to the middle, to midfield. Clements out on the right side. They couldn't get it to him. It's taken away by Adam Robinson. Robinson back to Bremen. Bremen in goal will bring it out. He'll send it over to Trishan Adams. Adams will bring it across the field and then kicks it too far, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Buffaloes. Canyon, Texas, where we're playing tonight. Buffs throw this one in. Clements controls it. Gets it back to Balboa. Balboa across the way to Richard Castillo. There's a nice give and go for the Buffs. We're on the left side. Center back to the middle. McKeever attack, but has it stolen away. Midwestern controls it along the back line. Now back to the goalie. A lot of action here in the first 10 minutes. Midwestern controls it. Mireille Escobar will now take it to the middle, showing good speed with a left-hand lead over to the right side. It's in the middle. WT will get it to the goalie. Coming away with it is Aragon. Aragon telling everybody to retreat. So he's going to get set to put his foot into it. Gets it out to midfield. Brown heads it up on the right side and out of bounds. So a throw in for Midwestern. Adam Robinson will do the honors. Right almost at midfield. Lobs it up ahead. WT will converge on the ball. Nice slide tackle there for WT. And then we're going to have a foul called against Balboa on the high kick. So that'll be a free kick for Midwestern. So getting set to line this one up. Mireille Escobar will line up. It'll be Robinson with the kick as they try to center it, but coming away nicely done, Aragon. Good crowd on him, by the way. You can hear them in the background. So you have a good crowd getting past the showers and everything else that took place before this one got underway. So WT over on the far side. Chris Palomino had it back to the defenseman. Now WT will reset. Come over to the near side. It's going to be lobbed up ahead, and that's going to be up into the defender for Midwestern, who will kick it back the other way. WT controls it. Now with it for Midwestern is Escobar. Goes to the right side. Now back, they'll reset. Midfield. Adams. Comes over to the near side. That's Darrell Walsh who will kick it back to the goalie. Adams attacks and Brown with the steal. Brown attacks the other way. Goes up toward the middle with it. For WT is Scarth. Got taken down, but no call. Here's a shot that's going to go way wide of the goal. So Bremen will have a throw in. And Bremen moves everybody up, so we'll have a goal kick here. Bremen puts his right foot in it across the midfield stripe. WT heads it back the other way. Still a scramble for it. Brown kicks it up ahead. Midwestern retreats back on the near side. Again, we expected this to be competitive today, and so far has not disappointed. Both teams very aggressive here in the early going. Western across the midline. Up on the middle to Escobar, over to the right side, back over to Escobar. Now with it is Treyes, has it stolen away by WT, going back the other way. It's 3-on-2 for WT. They have the disadvantage there. And so back comes Midwestern, but coming up with it is Aragon in the goal. So Aragon will send it out. And WT will move it with Castillo over on the far side. Kicks it back to the near side to Yotam Balboa. As Midwestern starts to lengthen their defense out toward the WT end. Scarth sends it back to the middle. Attacking on the right side is Brown. Back over to the middle. That's going to be taken away by Midwestern. Feed up ahead to Escobar. Escobar on the left side. Looks to show his speed. Being challenged by Clements. A lot of hand fighting there going on. Escobar back to the middle and kicks it across the field. Was trying to lead on the other side of the field, but that one was just way out of reach for the Mustangs. So WT will get a throw in. At the midway point here of the first half, no score between West Texas A&M and Midwestern State, number 5 and number 18 in the country. Aggressive offensively for both teams. Kick over on the near side with it. Trying to attack is Brown. Brown has one-on-one, has one man to beat. Takes it back to the middle. Now tries to feed it over. Now we'll send it back out to the middle. With it for WT. Saldana goes over to the left side. Here's a shot that's going to be headed out by the defenseman for Midwestern, who'll get it up toward midfield. There's a scramble for the loose ball. Midwestern comes away with it. Trying to attack down the right side as that one is going to go wide of the goal. Nice attempt for Colby Parton. But he kicks that out of bounds. Check it. It wasn't Colby Parton. That was Solomana Boff. Boff on the attempt there. Kicked it wide of the goal. So WT throw in. It's going to be headed out of bounds. And they say it's WT ball on the throw in. Clements will throw it toward the middle of the field. That's a high kick for Midwestern, so foul there for Midwestern, and that'll be a free kick for WT. Michael Meacham in his 5th season at Midwestern, graduate of Northeastern State. Patrick Fitzgerald and Ross Fitzgerald as his assistant coaches. Of course, for WT, in his 32nd year, Butch Lawfer. This is a kick back toward the goal. And that's going to be blasted out by Alfonso Aragon out to midfield, and that will go out of bounds and will be Midwestern's throw in. So Midwestern will toss it in right at the mid-stripe. Get it back to Robinson. Robinson up ahead to Escobar. Escobar feeds it to the middle. And there is a foul called on Midwestern, and that's going to be against Brandon Martinez-Treyes. WT Blair get it down, and that is going to be Sam Scarth, the junior from Liverpool, England, formerly from Northeastern State. He says he's okay, rubs his head and heads toward the mid-stripe. Here's a feed over to Brown. Brown launches it up ahead on the far side, and that's going to be headed back to the goalie. So Brayman will clear it out to the near side, but Brown comes up to make the theft. Robinson has it, will attack on the near side. That one gets away. Here's a scramble for the ball. Sliding tackle there made. Treyes has it, sends it up. With it is Boff. Boff will take it over in the middle. There's a loose ball. Boff will try to center it up. Here's a shot on goal, and there's a goal for Midwestern State, as they were able to get it toward the middle, and coming away with that, I think was Nathan Toledo. We'll double check as we watch. And that is a 1-0 lead for Midwestern State. Nice feed from Boff, Sulemana Boff, who fed it toward the middle, and I believe Nathan Toledo is the one that dropped that one home to give the Mustangs a 1-0 lead on the road over West Texas A&M. So Midwestern taking their time to get their defensive step. 24:01 mark was when that goal comes in. Here's a tack the other way. Well, they credit to Rory Doyle, as he had it on the left side and was able to center it up. Midwestern now with a throw in. Headed by WT back the other way. Up on the right side to Brown. Brown feeds it up ahead. Keever will get it up ahead to Brown. Brown on the right side. 4 defenders back. Brown takes it in the middle. Now tries to corner it up toward the corner of the goal, but that one's wide. So Brown trying to be aggressive. So Sam Scarf, when he went down earlier, actually got a yellow card on that play. He was the one that hit the turf, but they actually gave him a yellow card on that. Did not see the official pull that one out. So attacking back the other way. So WT will control it, takes it to the middle with it. McKeever goes on the right side, finds it over to Clements on now the far right. Clements sends it back to Brown. He'll work it over. Payne McKeever will send it over to the left side. Here's a give and go on the left side, attacking toward the middle. Midwestern able to break that one up. WT still controls. Over on the near side. Brian Martinez will run that one down. Scarf will go on the right side up to Brown. Brown doubled up there, kicks it down in the corner. And brings the goalie out. Now he'll pick it up and get ready to kick it in play. 1-0 Midwestern. Scored at the 24-minute mark. Midwestern over on the far side. Look to get it up the field, across the midline. WT with the theft. Attacking. WT being aggressive offensively, trying to make the steal. It's over on the near side. Here's pressure. Hit up toward midfield. WT with the theft. Kick it back to the goalie, and Aragon will bring it out on the near side. Balboa will bring it up. Centers it to Scarth. With the left foot, he tries to lead it on the left side, trying to get it to Saldana, just could not. Midwestern makes the theft the other way. Western moving toward the middle of the field, trying to get their offense set. They'll send it back to the defenseman. Now they'll reset it on the right side. Midwestern attacks over there with Toy Yakamana. Yamaoka, I should say. Will lose it, but it's going to be kicked out of bounds by WT, so a throw in. And a yellow card for wasting time on Midwestern.
Entering the field for the Buffs, number 10, Dennis Herrera. Number 15, Keaton Hartman.
Some substitutions for WT. Dennis Herrera, who started the last home match, is making his way out. Also, Keaton Hartman and Rotem Weiss. Rotem makes his way out. That's how Midwestern will throw it in. Try to control it on the far side, but then knocked it out of bounds. So it'll be a throw in for West Texas. Just under 19 minutes left to play here in the first half. 1-0 in favor of Midwestern State. So getting set to throw it in. WT will now center it back. Rework it up the right side, left side, excuse me, toward the middle. Midwestern. Saldana trying to come away with a lot of contact there in the middle. He's still with the soccer ball, gets it through. Here's a defensive kick over to Aragon. He'll kick it out toward midfield. Midwestern controls it. Robinson works it over to the far side, and that's Adams. There's a header back to the goalie, Brayman. Brayman will reset and allow the offense to set up. Brayman kicks it across midfield, headed back by WT. Escobar takes it toward the middle. Comes over to Robinson on the near side. He'll go back and reset. Walsh. Get it to Brayman. Brayman will put his right foot into it. WT controls it with a header. Midwestern now attacks. 4-on-3. Comes back on the near side to Robinson. Robinson with the left foot goes over. Baff. And a goal kick. As Baff comes up on the tackle but doesn't make it cleanly, so it'll be a goal kick for WT. So attacking on the far side is Castillo. Scramble in the middle. Herrera trying to make the theft. Midwestern patient as they work the offense on their sets. Adams on the far side. Feed Robinson on the near side. Takes a left-footed lead up ahead. And WT's goalie, Aragon, just kicks it out of bounds. He was trying to get ahead of the defender who was coming up that time. And that was Treyes. Substitute for Midwestern State as Sebastian Kennedy comes in. He'll replace Treyes, who will sit down. That one's on the near side, out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for WT. Clements lobs it up ahead. It's going to be kicked out of bounds. Oh, they're going to give that to Midwestern. It was a tie. Really, both players went to kick it. They said that went off of the foot of Saldana. Saldana chasing the goalie, trying to put pressure on him. Comes back over on the near side. Walsh will slowly work it toward the middle. Now over to Adams. As Midwestern just chewing up as much clock as they can right now. Midwestern attacks across the midline over the near side. Escobar takes it in the middle. Able to get through a double team by WT. We're on the right side. Escobar. Gets it over to Robinson, who shot on goal is kicked away. It's going to be headed back to the Midwestern defender, Adams. He'll kick it back up. WT will head it back toward the WT end. Robinson keeps it at the midline. Back to the goalie, Brayman. Midwestern will try to spread it out, and that's what they've been doing to get these feeds up ahead. Herrera can't catch up to that one. They're trying to bring the defense up, spread out the field a little bit, then lob it up ahead with big kicks up to the wings on either side. Aragon. Kicks it over on the right side. Castillo gets it up ahead. WT attacking toward the middle, doubled up. Trying to lob it toward the goal, and coming up with a nice 6'2". Brayman uses his size to jump up and pull that one down. Both goalkeepers with good size today in this one, and Brayman just unloads on that one. Up ahead to Aragon, who will get it out on the near side. Balboa up toward the middle to Herrera. He's going to be tripped up. That's called against Juan Galindo for Midwestern. Galindo, 5'10" junior from Dripping Springs. Over on the near side, Clements has it. Takes it to the middle. Scarth will work it back. Castillo over on the far side. Trying to get it to the middle. Coming away with it is Anthony Pereira. Pereira will control it over to the near side to Balboa. 11 and a half minutes, I should say, left in this first half of action. And it's been a good give and take game. Midwestern with the 1-0 lead. Castillo over on the far side. Lead it up ahead. Trying to get it to Brown, but that one's going to be defended by Midwestern. Back to the goal. And Adam Brayman will knock it out of bounds right in midfield. WT with the throw in. Bounce over on the near side to Clements. To Brown, back to Clements, over to Brown, and Brown can't catch up to it. That was a good give and go. They were trying to work the right side that time, but a good job by WT trying to set up the offense on that one. Robinson will do the throw in. That one's taken up. Defensively, Walsh takes it back to the near side. Scarf takes it out and throw in out of bounds. Over to Castillo. Castillo will bring it up for West Texas. There's a scramble on the right side. With it for WT, Anthony Pereira. Back to Bilbo. Balbo will kick it over on the left side. Pereira once again. Pereira's tripped up, and there is a call there. The Midwestern defender doesn't quite believe it, and that is Sebastian Kennedy. That'll be a free kick for the Buffaloes. 9:21 left to play in the first half. 1-0 in favor of Midwestern. It's going to be lobbed toward the goal. Brown with a header, but Brayman comes up and pulls that one in, so he'll let the defenders clear. Buffs make a step, a bad kick out of bounds. A couple of substitutes coming in. Scarth comes out for WT. Arturo Barrera, senior from Duncanville, 5'11", comes in for WT. Daniel Yu, midfielder for the Mustangs out of Irvine, California, 5'10", 155-pound junior. He's a midfielder. Attacking for WT. Is this when they bring the goalie up? And so Aragon comes up with it and takes it to midfield. WT. And there's a hand scramble and foul called on Midwestern's Jake Larkin out of Waterford, Ireland. So free kick for the Buffaloes. Bad lead up the field, Midwestern with the theft. WT takes it back the other way. Over on the near side with it now for the Buffaloes. Keaton Hartman sends it over on the far side to Richard Castillo. Castillo will lob it up ahead. Here's a nice pass to Saldana. Saldana will attack on the left side. He's tripped up. And there's the whistle. Saldana still down on the grass. Sees throw to get up. Kind of went into quite a few players. Now the trainers will make their way out for WT. Saldana still down on the field. Again, 1-0, and so that one is in favor of Midwestern as they are able to get a goal early in this one from Rory Doyle. Came at the 24-minute mark on a nice feed from Sulemana Boff. And that's how they lead this one 1-0. Still attending to John Saldana, the senior out of Fort Worth. John will slowly get up and make his way over toward the WT bench. Actually, he's going to go to the far side of the field. Coming in for him will be Sean Ryan out of El Paso. We're going to take him over on the far sideline and still attend to him, but allow play to continue. 7 minutes left here in the first half. WT centers it. With it, trying to get it over to the left side for WT. Keaton Hartman. Hartman sends it back. Richard Castillo now will work it toward the midline. Centers it up ahead, and that's off of a Midwestern player. Over on the right side, they come to the right sideline. Clements now attacks toward the middle, shoots toward the goal. Header is going to be over the top of the goal. Great effort that time for WT. Coming in, it looked like to try that header was Arturo Barrera. So Barrera unable to accomplish the end goal there. Down to the 6-minute mark. Goal kick. Brayman will kick it in. WT heads it back the other way and it'll be out of bounds. Robinson will do the throw in. Lob it up on the left side. It's going to be off of Midwestern, out of bounds. And so it'll be a WT throw in. 5.5 left to go here in the first half. 1-0 in favor of Midwestern. WT will kick it out, and so it'll be a Midwestern throw in. Scramble for a loose ball. And now right in front of the official, a couple players collide. And for WT, slow to get up on that one. Is Anthony Perea. Slowly work his way back on the left side with Perea with the ball. He'll try to center it, but unfortunately Midwestern's going to come away with a theft on that. Clements heads it back the other way. Attacking for Midwestern, Cesar Rodriguez. Over on the right side. Kicks it down in the corner. There's a shot toward the goal. It's going to be headed out of bounds by Richard Castillo. So our first corner kick of the day for Midwestern. So getting over there to get ready to kick this one in will be Robinson. So Adam Robinson, the 5'7", fifth-year senior from Manchester, England, will put his left foot into it. They bunch up around the goal. 3 back in goal for WT. Now there's a penalty called on Midwestern. So that'll be a goal kick for WT. Aragon sends it up the field, but it's going to be chested back across midfield by Midwestern. Mustangs attack. Now we'll center it back up. That one's tipped away. Back to the defender. Over on the near side with it for Midwestern, Daniel Yu. Taken away by WT's Arturo Barrera. Trying to feed up on the left side, but that just got away. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. And so that's going to be WT, I think, a corner kick over there for the Buffaloes. 2 defenders jostling for it and went out of bounds off Midwestern, so WT gets the corner kick. Herrera set to kick this one in, does toward the goal. It's going to be tipped away by Midwestern. WT will run it back toward the goal. A lot of collisions going on the far side. That one's going to be kicked out of bounds. WT has it. Here's the throw in. Shot toward the goal. Headed back. Almost a bicycle kick there for WT. Shot toward the goal. Kicked away by one of the Midwestern defenders toward midfield. Scramble for it and running it down Castillo. Will get it back to the goalie Aragon. Aragon will log it up to Herrera. Keeping it alive, Barrera. Get it over on the far side. Tackle, no call on that one, so they're going to keep this one in play. Midwestern has it. Over, and then there's a whistle. So it's going to be WT's and a yellow card, I think. So trying to figure out what. So they've called, it looks like that's going to be on Juan Galindo. Trying to figure if the official is talking to him or, no, it's Daryl Walsh he's talking to now. Daryl slowly gets up and says, trots back like, okay, everything's fine. Here's a kick toward the goal. Scramble for it. It's headed out by Midwestern, so it'll be a throw in for WT. Clements gets set to throw it in. Lobs it toward the goal. Scramble for it. Loose ball. Taken away. Shot not there. Still in the middle, in the box. Nobody can get it. WT sends it up on the near side. Clements knocked out of bounds. And they're going to say it's Midwestern's ball. Eight seconds left here in the first half. Here's the throw in. WT controls it. And it's going to be kicked out of bounds, and that's going to be the half with Midwestern leading this one 1-0 here at the pitch on the campus of West Texas A&M University. Good, aggressive action in this one as anticipated between the number 5 and the number 18 teams in the country. Both teams will go to the reflective sides and kind of look at what took place in this first half. And so that is what will be kind of the conversation here during the half. What we're going to do is we're going to take a timeout, a 2-minute break. We'll do so, have an interview coming your way, and then, of course, we'll go through statistics of our first half. Again, very spirited action here at the pitch, and so we expect much the same in the second. We'll be back after this. Midwestern leads 1-0 over WT. We're back after this break on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
Welcome to Shimon Dental Group, where every day we're excited to see our patients and treat them like family. We are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality care in a friendly and comfortable environment. Shimon Dental Group's patient-focused philosophy puts your needs front and center.
We are constantly investing in leading-edge technology. Innovations that speed the treatment process and improve aesthetics. We're expanding the breadth of our cosmetic and restorative services through training to provide the best possible outcomes.
Just with the level of commitment that they show to taking care of my family and I, it's absolutely unmatched in this town, so I've been very happy with them.
Brightening smiles for more than 3 decades.
Contact Shimon Dental Group for your appointment today.
One West is the comprehensive fundraising campaign designed to fuel WT 125 from the Panhandle to the world. We will strengthen WT's impact for the Panhandle region and beyond through a historic, comprehensive campaign, raising $125 million by 2025. The campaign's 3 priorities: people, programs, and places. Now is the time to make a difference for current and future generations. One West.
Federal Credit Union located in Canyon and Amarillo.
Hi.
Hi, Carrie. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you, Bryce?
Good, good. We are honored today to be joined by, I'm going to go Carrie Yarborough Pugh. All right, so that way everybody knows, but the Assistant Athletic Director for Marketing and Corporate Relations. And so one of the things that sticks out to begin with, obviously, as a former WT athlete, and you were part of the track team, this national championship this last spring, that's something, another one, I should say. That's another one to celebrate.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, it's exciting to be like an alumni of a program that's doing so successful.
Right.
So,
right.
yeah.
And then you were part of national championship teams too. So what's the, kind of explain the difference between the two, because when you're part of it, what's the experience like as opposed to now as an alumni and you don't see what they're doing from the outside?
Yeah, good question. Well, when you're a part of it, obviously it's super exciting. You're making history.
Right.
I think it was my freshman year were 4th at nationals for the first time we were ranked. So that was awesome. When you're out of it, it's just like you're rooting for those girls and those guys that are still in it. And so it just makes you feel proud that it's like a legacy almost that you're leaving behind. Right. So, yeah.
Okay, you served as the wellness coordinator in Lubbock for the Raider Ranch. Kind of explain what that was.
That was probably one of my more fun jobs and more unexpected roles that I've ever done. Raider Ranch they have an assisted living, independent living. So it's basically a retirement community in Lubbock. I worked as the wellness coordinator, so I got to do the fun stuff. I led all of the group exercise classes. I did personal training. I would do wellness lectures and things like that. So it was kind of prepping me in a way for this relations side of things. But yeah, it was a blast. And
that kind of leads us right into our next question. When you say marketing, a lot of people know what that is. But when you say corporate relations, now it's a little different. Yeah. So kind of explain what your job, what you do.
So like you just said, marketing and corporate relations. The larger part of my job is actually the fulfillment of our contracts with our corporate partners. So we've got a lot of great sponsorships. They basically offer us, they want to sponsor us, and we say, okay, this is what we can do for you. And that's kind of my job to make that happen, to fulfill whether that's their media or their signage or things like that. But at the root of it all, it is the relationship side of things and fostering those relationships, keeping our sponsorships active and increasing, and just, just making sure that our community is working to support our athletes as best as we can.
So you worked in a variety of roles before you took this. We talked about the wellness part of it as well, and you did some other things at Texas Tech and then here before in Amarillo. And how do you feel, and I think you've kind of led into that, how's that prepared you for what you're doing right now?
All my previous positions? Yeah, well, it's funny. They just all kind of come together, and each position I've had in the past has been the perfect little, ingredient for this position that I have now. Starting off right out of college, I worked with the Sod Poodles. I was on the Sod Squad, so mainly promotions. That, for me, was really cool because I got to see several different sides of it. I got to be on the field doing the promotions. I got to wear the headset and listen to the people up in the press box, and sometimes I was on the dugout doing the YMCA, so that wasn't always as fun. But but yeah, it just really gave me a good kind of scope to see what athletics looked like to work in it, rather than just being an athlete.
Obviously, you took this position in June, and so you're working on a master's in sports management. Have you kind of taken that turn that athletics is kind of where you want to be, and that's where you want the career path to go?
Yeah, it looks like it.
You have to say yes right now anyway, regardless. So.
Yeah, and I think just because, I grew up, my parents are teachers and coaches, and so I've always been kind of in athletics, and that's what I've always known. And I think it's a really great area to be in because there's so many different avenues you can take. So it's not just like I'm stuck in one spot. There's a lot of different parts, working parts to athletics.
As you have taken this position with WT, there's the marketing aspect and again the corporate relations aspect, but as you kind of put this together this year, what are some of the goals that you would like to see? And I'm going to give you a two-tier question. What are some of the goals you'd like to see accomplished this year? And then what's the broader picture? What are you kind of looking at down the road?
For this year, I think particularly because we have kind of a new team together. We're bringing it in. There's several of us that we started within a month of each other. So for this year, I'd really like to just lay that foundation. We all get to play a part in what it's going to be next year. And so for me, that's this year, just laying it out, kind of getting our bearings straight, Then next year, I'm ready to get going. We have such a great community here. And just knowing, having been an athlete, how much that support, how good it feels to be supported by your university and your community. I'm just excited to be on the working end of that now to help the athletes that we have currently.
Well, big thanks to Carrie Pugh for being our guest here at the half with Midwestern leading WT by a count of 1-0 here at the pitch on the campus of West Texas A&M University as we look at our first half statistics and bring those up. And again, when you kind of take a look, what sticks out a little bit, the foul situation, a little bit more toward Midwestern State. You see how aggressive they've been. But again, you see our score, 1-0 in this one. Shots in favor of WT, 6-2. But saves, or I should say shots on goal, 2-0 for Midwestern. They had a couple of good opportunities. A couple of corner kicks, one each for each team. Also saves in this one. 1 for WT and 0 for Midwestern. We think that may be off just a touch on that one a little bit. And then the foul situations we mentioned, 9-3. The biggest defender in this one for Midwestern State today is Brandon Martinez-Treyes with 3 fouls. For WT, it's Brian Martinez with 2. And so they're the ones that have been involved in the action that has taken place. And again, this has been a very aggressive game for both offenses in this one, and it's kind of been one of those ebb and flow games as far as things have kind of taken place out on the pitch today, with Midwestern being very aggressive early, and then WT just as aggressive toward the middle of the first half, and then again toward the end of the half. And so both teams kind of went back and forth trying to keep the ball in their end of the field. And so it's been a very entertaining match so far. Great crowd on hand for this one today. See a lot of students down the right way and on the right side. They're enjoying this one. And again, we had a bit of a weather delay to start this one today. Had showers and high winds, some lightning in the area. But that has all dissipated since we've been able to play in this evening's contest. As you look at the national standings, Cal State LA leads the way. They're ranked number 1 in the country, and Palm Beach Atlantic University is number 2. There's only 3 teams from the Lone Star that are in it, and WT has played 2 of the 3, and they're the 3rd. Midwestern is number 5, as we talked about heading into this one. Of course, the Buffs are 18th. And St. Mary's is number 21, so they are the 3 Lone Star Conference representatives in this one today. Again, our score here at the half, the Mustangs lead it, and thanks to a nice shot put in by Rory Doyle on a nice feed from Suleiman Baf, who had it on the left side and fed it toward the middle and was able to get it over just in time for Rory Doyle to kind of put his foot into it and get it to the back of the net. So 1-0 is our score here at the half. We're going to take a timeout. We're going to do so, and when we come back, we'll get ready for our second half of action. But first, this 2-minute break as we continue on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
Delicious, refreshing, Pepsi.
Welcome to MetaDrive Pharmacy, Canyon's hometown pharmacy for over 32 years. We greet you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to counsel you and answer all your questions. Our Health Mart Pharmacy specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly, professional service and the highest quality medicines and health products. We accept most insurance plans, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer free in-town delivery to your home or business. Come visit us for all your healthcare needs.
Choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process. And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create what you've been dreaming of.
Jenkins Doors and Windows began serving the Texas Panhandle in 1927, and we take pride in being a part of your neighborhood. We don't use false promises or gimmicks. We simply offer quality doors and windows at a fair price, and we stand behind every sale. Jenkins is family owned and operated, and proudly continues the traditions of quality and excellence that started over 80 years ago. Call us at 372-4336 or stop by our showroom at 820 West 6th and let our knowledgeable staff help you pick out the perfect doors and windows for your home.
We are Carpet Tech, and we are family. More than carpet cleaners, we're a team. Diving right in, not afraid to invest in our work and each other. We're killing it day in and day out, never shrinking from a challenge. Our people are 1 part passion, 1 part grit, and about a zillion parts awesome. And and we are always looking to add to our family. So what are you waiting for?
Well, welcome back to the pitch in Canyon. Midwestern never went to the locker rooms during the half. They stayed out and kind of worked out on their end of the field. WT has yet to make their way back out from the locker rooms, so they had a lot of discussion. And one of the things that Butch Lawfer talked about a little bit was that long road trip that they had where they went up to the Great Northwest and, again, had action against Seattle Pacific, Chaminade, Northwest Nazarene, and Western Washington. And he said they were kind of fatigued after that long road trip, but they were glad to be back home. But again, they'll go on the road for their last two non-conference matches against conference opponents, Lubbock Christian and Oklahoma Christian, before they kick off the season, the conference play against Lubbock Christian on October 1st. And so waiting for the Buffs to make their way back out. They have yet to do so here at the pitch. And again, Midwestern out ready to go as they are taking their time, kind of relaxing on the near sideline in front of us. And so WT yet to make their appearance here back to the pitch. And again, we were talking about Butch in his 32nd year, longest tenured head coach here on the campus of West Texas A&M University, over 500 career wins. And again, just an incredible career here as well, with a 364, 161, and 40 record coming into the season. And, of course, you can add 2 more wins, a loss, and 2 ties on top of that as the Buffs make their way back out to get this one underway. And so, again, this is a non-conference matchup, a good chance for both of these teams to not only kind of see and feel each other out before the conference gets underway, but also an opportunity to play quality opponents. And so that's what WT has been trying to do here in their non-conference schedule. And so the Buffaloes make their way back out as the officials make their way to the center of the field. It will be WT to kick this one off to start the second half of play. Again, a 1-0 lead for Midwestern. They have been aggressive in this one. Both teams have been aggressive. But Midwestern really has kind of pushed the tempo a little bit. Midwestern, of course, under the direction of Michael Meacham in his 5th season. So WT brings out their offense as they get set to go. So waiting for the final instructions from the officials as we get this second half about to get underway. So a bit of a change on the line. Dennis Herrera will stay out. He did not start today, but he'll stay out now for WT. Chris Palomino will sit down and rest a little bit. He did a lot of running, and he hit the field pretty hard in that first half, and so they're going to let him get a bit of a breather in this one as well. WT ready to get this one underway. Saldana set to kick it back and does, and Herrera has it as we get underway here. Attacking aggressively Midwestern as this is fed up ahead and kicked up, and that'll go out of bounds and will be a throw in for the Buffaloes. Throwing it in will be Anthony Pena. So he's going to be taken down, and there's a whistle for a foul. Again, very aggressive for Midwestern, and that's Adam, or check it. No, that is foul on Toi Yamaoka. WT trying to keep it in their end of the field, get it across. Adams comes away with it, and he'll kick it over on the near side. WT trying to be aggressive now offensively. Midwestern will send it up to the middle. That's going to be taken away by the Buffaloes. And we have a WT player down. Timeout taken by the official. And over there with the contact for Midwestern. Salamana Boff. So there was a collision trying to. The WT player is coming up slowly. Is Yotam Balba. Balboa will get up and he'll come over to the near sideline. Because he was down, they called a timeout. So the trainers will check him out on the near sideline. So they don't substitute from him. He reports to the sideline, now comes back in defensively, and that's going to be hit in the corner. That'll be a corner. Is it a corner kick for WT? Or they're going to say that's a goal kick? I think it's going to be a goal kick. So Adam Brayman will do the honors here. He's telling his defense now to move up as he plans to put his right foot into it. And sends it across the midfield stripe, headed up by WT. Buffs attack, nice move on the near side for WT, attacking on the left side with it. For the Buffaloes is Sean Ryan. Ryan gets it over to Martinez. Martinez on the right side. Guffs get it over on the far right side now with it. There's a give and go trying to get it to Clements. Taken away by Midwestern. And Herrera got spun around, so they'll call a foul on that one and give it to Midwestern on a free kick. They'll work it to the near side of the field. Colbin Parton will kick it up, trying to lead the offense, but WT with the theft. Knocking it out of bounds for the Buffaloes is Richard Castillo. Parton will throw it in. Two Midwestern players there, scramble for it. Still a scramble for it. And they'll call that against Midwestern. Really was, that time it was Treyas who's kind of just laying on the ball. Willie really wasn't trying to move very much, so the official called a delay. WT's will center it in. Midwestern has it. And a yellow card called. That may be against WT, and that may be against John Saldana. So Midwestern will taken away by the Buffaloes. Attacking the other way. To the right side they get it. Herrera goes back toward the middle, give and go. Herrera can't catch up to it, and Midwestern with the theft. They'll be on the far side, and that goes out of bounds. So that will be a throw-in for the Buffaloes. So now another delay of game, and that's going to be called on Baff because he just kept going and showing some fancy footwork, but was delaying the inevitable throwing it in, so a delay called on him. Yellow card on Baff. That's for time wasting. Midwestern controls. Trying to get it up ahead to Baff. Headed out of bounds by the Buffaloes and Yotam Balboa. So Midwestern will throw it in. Trying to advance it up the field. Now they're going to have him retreat a little bit. They'll kick it all the way back to the goalie. Brayman will get it on the near side. Adams will try to set it up on the left side, but it's going to be headed back by WT. They have it in the middle, trying to get it up to Saldana, and that got away from him. Back toward the goalie, so he'll pull it back in and reset. Throw it over on the left side. Back across to Adams on the near side. He'll set it up to the goalie, back to Adams. Pressure applied by Herrera. That's taken away by the Buffaloes. Attacking Saldana, launches it over the top of the goal. Had the shot he wanted, just put too much into it. So a good effort. Actually, that wasn't Saldana. That was instead Brian Martinez. They brought up, tried to launch it, tried to get it up, I should say, to the top of the goal, and just launched it over. So Brayman will do the inbounds. 6'2" goalkeeper puts his foot into it, gets it up ahead to Baff. He kicks it on the right side, and Aragon comes up with a loose ball. He'll get it over to Balboa. He'll send it up ahead on the right side. That's going to be headed out. A lot of contact, and they'll give Midwestern a free kick. Adams on the near side comes over to Colby Parton. Parton gets it up ahead quickly. Scramble for the ball. WT comes away with it. Good pressure applied by Toy Yamaoka. Yamaoka goes on the right side, has the lead, and that's going to be tackled out of bounds. Nice play defensively for WT. Martinez was there, and so too was for WT Richard Castillo. Nice play. Castillo back to the goalkeeper. Aragon sends it over on the right side. Balboa will attack up the middle. Gets it too far past the defenders. Herrera tried to run it down, but Midwestern will keep it. Here's a feed up ahead. Nicely done. Coit centers it up to Baff. Baff over on the left side to Escobar. Escobar, a lot of contact, has to retreat. Here's a shot that's headed away by the Buffaloes. A lot of contact on Herrera, so that'll be a free ball for WT. Again, some wasted time by Midwestern. Again, they have the 1-0 lead. 35 minutes and change left here in the second half. Both center it up. It's going to be headed back and out of bounds by Midwestern. So we got a sub coming in for the Buffaloes, coming back in. Arturo Barrera will come in.
Entering the field for the Buffs, number 19, Arturo Barrera.
Buffs with a 3 throw in, and again we'll get another opportunity. Nope, this time it'll be off of the Buffaloes, so Midwestern will get the throw in. They'll go back to Brayman in goal. WT will return it across the midline. Coy over on the left side gets it to Braff. Baffin, he's going to trip up, and that's going to be a yellow card. And actually knocks the WT player out of his shoe. And that yellow card will be whistled against Treyes. That's Sam Scarth, who got knocked out of his shoe on the penalty. The near side, Pereira goes over the right side to Castillo. Balboa will work it on the far right side. So they try to get it to the middle. Again at the midline. WT will attack. Try to feed it in the middle. Just a bad kick, bad feed. Midwestern with the theft the other way. That goes out of bounds, and that'll be a throw in for the Buffaloes. Balboa will have it. Sends it back to Alfonso Aragon, the goalie, and a lot of pressure as he gets it out. Ball controlled by WT. Saldana on the near side gets it up ahead to Pereira. Pereira looks to take it in with the left foot, centers it up toward the goal, but that's going to be kicked back defensively and out of bounds. That'll be a WT throw in. Nice feed on that one. So the defender was able to come up and knock it away. That's knocked out of bounds by Barrera. This will be a throw in for Midwestern. A lot of contact, and they're going to call that on WT, in particular Castillo. So free kick for Midwestern. So they'll center it up over to the left side now, attacking. Midwestern trying to get it on the right side, and they do. Over to Colby Parton. Parton has it taken away by the defender for WT, and then slides to take it back away. Coming up with it, Adam Robinson. Gets it over to Jack Larkin. WT makes the theft the other way. Saldana, as he takes it ahead, gets around the player, takes it back toward the middle. Waiting for a whistle, but didn't get it. So that'll be the goalkeeper coming away with it. Brayman will put it in play. Midwestern content to run some clock here a little bit. And they try to spread it out defensively and get it up a field. Tried to lead up ahead. That time the WT had it played perfectly defensively. Saldana has it. Kicks it up ahead, but that's going to be thwarted by the defense. Raymond will kick it up. Castillo. Comes over to the near side with it. Anthony Pereira back to Ricardo. Castillo goes to the far side of the field. Balboa. Now they bring it back to Scarf. Scarth attacks, tries to get it to the middle. Saldana. Saldana back. Back to Ricardo Castillo, over off to Balbo. Over to the right side. There's a nice feed from Herrera, trying to get the pass up, but fortunately got away from Saldana. Bremen comes away with it. Some substitutes will be coming into the next opportunity. WT heads it. Oh, and being taken down on that one. That time was Sean Ryan. He's slow to get up. Foul's going to be called on Jack Larkin. So free kick for the Buffaloes. They put it in play. Feet on the left side. Brian. That was touched out of bounds, so we have some substitutes coming in.
Entering the field for the Buffs, number 11, Payne McKeever.
So Payne McKeever comes back in for WT. Dennis Herrera will sit down. Rory Doyle, who got the goal, the only goal so far, comes back in for Midwestern. Also coming in, Connor Lewis. And the official missed that one. That was kicked way out of bounds by Midwestern, but they're going to say it's going to be a throw-in for Midwestern. Midwestern on the throw-in again. So they slowly advance to their offensive end of the field. Now they'll reset once again. They'll bring it back, bring the defenders back for WT, then try to lead up pass, which they do. Trying to get their sprinters up ahead of everybody. A lot of contact. And that'll be WT's ball on the throw-in. Aragon will lead it over to the near side. They say that Payne McKeever knocked it out, but didn't quite. That was called by the bench for Midwestern. So they'll get the throw in here. They pause for a moment. Sam Scarth trying to stretch out a little bit, I think, kind of tying the shoes, but really what he's doing is kind of stretch out a little bit. Scramble on the throw in. Midwestern sends it up ahead. WT has it over on the near side. Trying to get it up on the near side. WT on the throw in. Saldana centers it up, McKeever, but he can't catch up to it. Aragon comes out of the goal, runs this one down, kicks it across the way. Balboa will drive it up toward the middle. Scarth has it on the left side, kicks it up ahead. With it for WT Pereira. A lot of contact, tries to center it up, but 3 Midwestern players converge on the ball. That's going to go out of bounds, and that'll be WT throw in. Pereira back to Scarth. Now they'll work it back to Aragon. Spread out the defenders for Midwestern. Set it over on the far side. Clements attacks to McKeever. Back to WT's goalkeeper. He'll throw it out on the near side. With it is Anthony Pereira. Aragon will boot it up ahead. Midwestern will run it down. Saldana tries to make the steal. Headed back by WT, running it down. On the near side, Ryan. Let's make it up toward the middle. Saldana, nice feed up ahead. Trying to get going on the right side now. As that was taken away from Brown. He's been kind of quiet. We usually have called his name, called it a lot early in this one, but he's been quiet ever since. Scarth comes over on the near side. Pereira's going to be tripped, no call. Ryan back to Castillo. Lob it up ahead. Saldana almost got ahead of the pack. It's going to be headed the wrong way by WT. Up ahead to Baff. Kick it back on the near side to Yamaoka. To Parton. Galindo will kick it over on the far side. Now back to the goalkeep. And it'll be Brayman. He'll reset it. Header back by the Buffaloes. Scarf will get it back to Aragon, and he'll reset the Buff offense. Just trying to feed it to the right side, but Midwestern able to make the theft. Scramble in the middle. Comes over on the near side. Yamaoka gets it up ahead. It's going to go out of bounds, and that'll be WT with the throw in. Substitutes for the Buffaloes. Coming in for WT, Dylan Watson, freshman out of Flower Mound, Texas, and back into the lineup. Keith Hartman, the sophomore from Hobbs, New Mexico. Midwestern will bring in someone for Boff, and he'll get a chance to take a breather. He lobs it up, so Saldana's taken down. That's going to be a free kick for the Buffaloes. Anthony Pereira will get set to put this in play, kicks it across the field toward the center circle. Lobbed up on the right side. WT throw in as that goes out of bounds. 21 minutes left to play in this one. A 1-0 Midwestern State lead still. That was scored at the 24-minute mark. WT trying to advance over on the near side. Pereira sends it back to Castillo. Balbo has it on the right side toward the middle. Trying to feed it up ahead, and that just got away from Barrera. Comes over on the near side with it. Perea tries to advance it on the left side. Some footwork there for Hardman, and it's taken away by Midwestern. Coy sends it back to Midwestern with it. Juan Galindo. Now they'll work it to the left side. 20 minutes left to play. Toward the middle, WT with the theft. Goes back to Aragon. He'll set it up on the left side, and that's going to go out of bounds. Throw in for Parton. Midwestern sends it back deep once again. Raymond will kick it up ahead. WT has it. Goes the other way. Midwestern attacking. The crowd wanted a penalty. Scarth hit the turf. No call. Midwestern will reset it back across the midline. WT heads it back the other way. Here's a feed up ahead. WT on the attack. Oh, trying to get it up ahead to Saldana, just could not. WT has it on the left side. They get it up ahead. Hartman sprints ahead. Kicks it back on the near side to Perea. He'll get it over to Castillo. Cardo will work it to the right side. Perea has it once again. Goes to Hartman. To Balbo. Over on the left side. Clements. Send it up. Trying to get it. Trying to feed it toward the middle. Good collapsing defense for Midwestern State. Here's a boot toward the goal that's headed away. Scramble for the loose ball. And Midwestern's going to knock that one out, and that should be a throw-in for the Buffaloes. They quickly get it in. Out toward Balbo at midfield in the circle. He lobs it up ahead, trying to make a feed to Scarth. Couldn't get it to him. It's going to be headed. Midwestern comes away with it. WT steals it back the other way. Saldana feeds it up ahead. Here's a give and go. Saldana just couldn't get the footing down on that one as it's taken away by Midwestern. Mustangs attack the other way. Good feed up ahead for Midwestern. Both have the defensive advantage. Midwestern trying to attack, get it toward the middle. That one's going to be taken away on a slide tackle. Nicely done by the Buffaloes. Midwestern has the numbers back defensively. Keever goes on the right side to Scarth. Sam will give it back. Clements to McKeever toward the middle. Gets it up to Barrera. Barrera over to Castillo. Working it on the right side. Here's one lob toward the goal, but Couldn't get anybody on, couldn't get a body on that one. WT keeps it alive. Saldana takes it back to the middle, gets away from the defender, crosses it up. Over on the left side, trying to attack for WT is Perea. There's a whistle. Free kick for the Buffaloes. Contact made on Perea. So Perea is there along with Saldana. Saldana will angle it toward the goal. It's going to be knocked away. Kiever will run it down. Send it up on the far sideline to Clements. Clements with a left foot sends it up. Perea has a shot. It's blocked away by Midwestern. Midwestern attacks the other way. Gonzalez on the right side. They kick it over to the left side. Now we'll try to reset their offense. As they have everybody except the goalie up toward midfield. .14 left to play here in the half. Midwestern still with that 1-0 lead. Nobody's really had great shots here in the second half like they did in the first half. Both teams seem a little more fatigued here in half two. Midwestern at the midline. WT makes the theft. They kick it back to Aragon, who gets it over on the near side. Hartman has it. Hartman centers it toward the middle. WT on the attack, trying to get it up on the right side, and they do. Oh, and they're calling offsides. That was not a good call. Didn't look like anyway. They called it on the Buffaloes. Clements over there. So it'll be a free kick for Midwestern. Just under 13 minutes left to play. 1-0 Midwestern with the lead. Western will work it around. Galindo takes it on the right side. They lob it up toward the goal, and coming away with that for WT's Aragon. Gets it up ahead to Barrera. Scarth sends it all the way across to the right side. Midwestern responds and takes it away, going the other way. A few substitutes getting set to come in at the next stoppage of play. Here's a shot that just is wide of the goal. Man, that was a great effort by Midwestern. So we'll have a throw in over on the near side. So substitutions coming in. So coming back in for WT will be Kenny Brown. Also Brian Martinez will make his way back in. So too will Chris Palomino. And also coming in for WT, Trevor Carpani. Ryan Lamb comes back in for Midwestern, and Jackson Redding, 6'2" freshman from Wichita Falls, comes in for his first opportunity today. Lamb also his first action of the day, midfielder, 5'9" senior from Clonmel, Ireland. Corner kick for Midwestern, and that one is lobbed around and in for the goal. No, nice stop. Oh, I thought that did go back. Aragon comes out with it, kicks it up the field. Scramble for it, right at the midline. I thought that there's such a scrum right there in front of the goal. I thought that had gone to the back, but Aragon came out away with it. WT tries to reset it now. Comes over on the near side. With it is Palomino. Palomino will attack up ahead, trying to get it up to the left side. Here's headed up. Adams comes away with it. Sets it up. WT with the theft. Back the other way, Palomino. Kicks it over, trying to get over on the right side. It's going to be headed back by WT. Toward the midline. Midwestern comes away with it. We're on the left side. Clock's not running right now. 11:41 left to play. Now everybody's noticed the clock. 10:50, the official says it's what should be on the clock, and they reset it. So throw in for WT. Buffalo's attack on the right side. Clements has that one knocked away, and actually that was Dylan Watson over on the near side. Balboa has it. Kicks it up ahead. And that's going to be a tackle. It should be for WT. Should get the ball. Nope, they're going to say it's Midwestern. So kind of interesting. Toy comes away with a grab and holds. And they call that on WT. Free kick for the Mustangs. Buffaloes get it back the other way. And then just a wide kick, and it goes out of bounds. Will be a throw in for Midwestern. Under 10 minutes now left to play. 1-0 still the score, Midwestern with the lead. Toward the middle, WT attacks, sending it up ahead. Donna has it ahead. Tries to center it back and does. Shot on goal is good. There's a goal for WT. Nicely done. Saldana to Brown. Got it toward the middle. And a glorious goal for the Buffaloes. What a shot. Fans enjoy it. Buffs tie it up at 1, but 9:15 left to play in the match. Kenny Brown, as we watch on the replay, watch this centered back toward the middle. Saldana gets it to Brown with the left foot. He just finds the back of the net. Nicely done. As John Saldana really set that one up to Brown. Brought the defenders, had 3 defenders coming to him. And he was able to get it over to Kenny Brown for the score. Coming back in, Sulemana Boff comes back in, the junior from Bowie, Maryland. He'll come in to put this one in play. So we're tied at 1 with 9:12 left to play. Buffs make the steal. Attacking over on the right side, trying to get it up ahead to Saldana. Brown, back toward the right side. And that's going to be fought for and taken away by Midwestern over on the right side. It'll go out of bounds, and that'll be a throw in for the Buffaloes. Tied at 1, under 9. Attacking for WT, Pereira. Gets it in the middle. Gets it off his chest. Pereira has it with the left foot. Oh, slide tackle to knock it away. That'll be a corner kick for WT. And that was a nice slide tackle that time. Coming in for Trishan Adams. He was able to knock that one away, so WT will have the corner kick. Buffs are ready. They center it up. It's going to be over the goal. Trying to get a header. They can't. And that'll go out of bounds, and that'll be a throw in for the Buffaloes. Waiting for the ball to get thrown so they can throw it in. Clements will do the throw in. Gets it toward the middle. There's a challenge and taken away by Midwestern. WT keeps it on their end of the field. Come over to the near side with it. Pereira tacks it over to Brown. It's headed away. Saldana goes to try to knock it away. Midwestern has the theft. They kick it back to WT. Balboa has it. He'll work it around. Palomino kicks it up on the left side. That is McKeever. Back to Palomino. Palomino tries to send it in the middle to Brown. Brown slide tackles over, or slide kick over on the near side. Here's a shot toward the middle, and that one just got away. Buffs still control it. They're trying to take it to the middle. Herrera. Palomino has that one blocked, and it's headed out by Midwestern. They'll look to get it. Saldana keeps it alive. Saldana goes on the right side. Lobs a shot! And it just went to the side of the net. Boy, what an effort. That just went to the far side of the net, just wouldn't curl in. It becomes a goal kick for WT. So Brayman lobs it in. That's going to be out of bounds, and that will be Midwestern's throw in. Substitution for Midwestern coming back in is Brandon Martinez Treyes. He'll come in and replace Rory Doyle. Also coming in for Midwestern is Ethan Bonaparte, senior from Santa Cruz, Trinidad and Tobago, in for his first opportunity today. WT heads it up the field, gets it across the midline. Saldana attacks, comes over on the near side, gets it to Brown. Brown with the left foot, fakes it, kicks it back to the middle. Saldana looks to go on the right side, and that is blocked nicely by Midwestern. Credit the defender for coming up, as that one goes out of bounds, and that will be a throw in for WT. Nope, kept it in bounds. A lot of contact, no call over there on the far sideline. Midwestern will attack the other way. Defenders trying to get back for WT. And that's going to be blocked away. Another shot on goal. That was blocked. Nice hands that time by Aragon. Fans love it. Midwestern keeps it alive. Attacking. And there's a body blow out of bounds, and that'll be a throw in for WT. Nice defensive effort by Brown. It's Kenny Brown. WT will kick it in. Get the free kick. It's going to be headed back. Coming away with it, Herrera. Saldana trying to get ahead of it. And there's a whistle. That's going to be a yellow card called on Midwestern, and in particular Escobar. He'll get the yellow card. Free kick for the Buffaloes. They'll kick it in. Palomino will take it across midfield. Blocked away by Midwestern. Over to the far side is Barrera. Barrera sends it back. Balboa will come on the near side to get it up ahead, trying to feed up ahead to Pereira. But that one's going to be kicked over to the goalie, and he'll knock it back. WT makes the steal. Brown gets it back to Barrera. Barrera kicks it over on the right side to Palomino. At the middle, he sends it up to Saldana. Saldana goes on the left side. Shot, oh, that was the right idea. As Anthony Pereira was trying to draw everybody to his left and then tried to center it, square up and take a shot on goal. Could not get that one to fall through. So goal kick with 2:58 left to play. 1-1 is our score here at the pitch on the campus of West Texas A&M University. Brayman will send it up across the midline. WT heads it back. Midwestern with the theft. They look to attack. Over on the left side.
Defense!
Buffs knock it back across the midline. And they'll call offsides on WT. So now we got a yellow card called on Midwestern for delay. Now he puts it in play. 1:53 left. That one's Aragon, comes out with it. Looks to boot this one away and does up ahead. Kicked up ahead. Attacking now for the Buffaloes with it is McKeever. McKeever takes it across the middle, puts a shot on, but it's blocked away. And that's going to be out of bounds. That should be a corner kick for the Buffaloes. 1:28 left to play. Excitement is building as it has been the last 5 minutes here. After the Buffalo scored, headed up toward the middle. It's going to be knocked away. Midwestern will head it out. Attacking over on the near side. Brown has it. Brown will launch it toward the goal, but that's way over. There's too much oomph in that kick. Brayman will get set to throw it in. Here's the kick with 1 minute left remaining. Midwestern has it. Lloyd, he's going to be tackled by Brown. So free kick for Toy Yamaoka. Yamaoka will give way to Juan Galindo. Now instead it will be Escobar. He's been pretty quiet here in this second half. Escobar set to center it up, and that's going to be taken by Aragon. Aragon will throw it out up ahead, but it's going to be headed back by Midwestern, now headed back by WT. 8 seconds left, 7 seconds. Be a throw in for Midwestern. Midwestern will get it in, and that's going to be it. And this will end in a 1-1 tie for these two teams. Again, non-conference, so they won't go through the overtime. And so, again, nice effort. Nice late goal by the Buffaloes in this one as well. And again, a nice feed as Kenny Brown got the feed that tied this one up on a nice pass from John Saldana. Saldana really drew the defense to him and kicked it over across the face of the net and got it over to Kenny Brown, and Brown just hit the back of the twines on that one. Beautifully done. So a good effort by both teams, and this will settle with a 1-1 tie. WT, their record will now drop to 2-1-3. Midwestern will go to 5-0-1 on the season. And, of course, the Buffs will be in action again on Saturday as they will travel down to Lubbock to take on Lubbock Christian. We're going to take a timeout. We'll do so, come back and look at our final stats in this one. But again, a final between Midwestern and the Buffaloes, a 1-1 tie here at the pitch on the campus of West Texas A&M University. We'll be back in 2 minutes on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
Welcome to Shimon Dental Group, where every day we're excited to see our patients and treat them like family. We are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality care in a friendly and comfortable environment. Shimon Dental Group's patient-focused philosophy puts your needs front and center.
We are constantly investing in leading-edge technology, innovations that speed the treatment process and improve aesthetics. We're expanding the breadth of our cosmetic and restorative services through training to provide the best possible outcomes.
Just with the level of commitment that they show to taking care of my family and I, it's absolutely unmatched in this town, so I've been very happy with them.
Brightening smiles for more than 3 decades.
Contact Shimon Dental Group for your appointment today.
One West is the comprehensive fundraising campaign designed to fuel WT 125 from the Panhandle to the world. We will strengthen WT's impact for the Panhandle region and beyond through a historic, comprehensive campaign, raising $125 million by 2025. The campaign's 3 priorities: people, programs, and places. Now is the time to make a difference for current and future generations. One West.
Well, welcome back to the pitch here on the campus of West Texas A&M University. A 1-1 tie between the Buffaloes and Midwestern State. Very exciting action here at the pitch this afternoon. Second half kind of got into a lull for a little bit, but in the last 8 minutes, both teams were scrapping. Of course, the Buffs come away with their goal on a nice feed up ahead to Kenny Brown, who was able to cross the net to Kenny Brown as he got that from Saldana and was able to find the back of the twine to tie this one up. As we look at our final statistics for tonight's contest, as we look again, you see the score 1-1. The shots 14 for WT to 5 for Midwestern. Shots on goal 4 for the Mustangs to 1 for the Buffaloes. Saves 3 in favor of WT to 0 for Midwestern. Fouls 14 to 8. Midwestern has the advantage there. And the corner kicks, WT had 3. Midwestern had 1, and that was in the first half, so they didn't have a second half corner kick whatsoever on that. Offsides, WT got called twice, by the way, on that as well. But again, a 1-1 score in this one, just nicely done between both teams. Again, non-conference, and so this was a nice warm-up, playing the number 5 team in the country for the Buffaloes. And again, of course, they will be in action as they travel Saturday down to Lubbock to take on Lubbock Christian. And so that one will be coming along your way on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.